zombie propagandists for China. I think that's what TikTok's supposed to be, right? Anyways, I'm like uh, just chilling, just thinking. Like I don't usually make videos around this time, but I'm just making videos around this time, and like I can just think about whatever I want. And I've gotten better at thinking about stuff, especially with my which ones I want to think about, I guess. But like, wow, like one day I'm gonna be building spaceships, and like there's just gonna be like they're gonna be like we're gonna be building tanks, we're gonna be building cars, we're gonna be building buildings. We're gonna be refurbishing any place that'll accept us. Hey, we'll make your place way cooler, more grandiose and amazing, and it'll like look awesome in 10,000 years. And like, yeah, yeah, do that. And then like we come through and a whole bunch of like machinery doing shit. And, like just like after like a year, she's just like drop to your knees, like the whole world's gotta look like this, and then, like freaking just make the world like something worthwhile, like something to its limits, like truest, straightest fucking bow shot, like in trajectory of like what looks good, what doesn't. It's like I should be walking through a monastery when I'm like 13, just like walking around, praying, and big scents and chimes and things and commotion of a giant monastery. Like that would be sick. And just like every institution could be grandiose and amazing, and like it would require like a lot of like upkeep and repair and discipline. And like I think if people lived in the greatest place ever, they'd look like that, they'd act like it. Like they pick up their slack and like keep the place together for a while. If it was something worth it, instead of just like a shitty moldy house that you randomly find out in the middle of God nowhere America with your nothing property and your nothing ideas, and your idea for your own land is dumber than my idea with my own land, because I'm gonna have a whole fucking city of people like living it up. Like philosophy will be integral, and we will be advanced above the average population, and like just make a super society that's like, okay, you haven't done this many bad things, and you are mostly smart enough, you come in, and like, okay, and like let them in, and they can go through customs and reformations where necessary, and education and all that, but like basically get inducted into the country's bureaucracy and what's going on. Like, hey, this is what's we're trying to do stuff in government. Yeah, but the ruling class stays ruling class, uh, except for these contingencies and these ones and like that. But for the most part, we stay out of shit. We can be there. Like someone calls us, like we really need your help. It's like okay, yeah, and then like they're dead really quick and scary, like, and then like they was like, okay, we're back, done, buddy, friend, pal, and then like whatever equivalent of a high five and a hug is, like, good job, champ, for calling the right people, because we're gonna clean up these fucking streets with one robot, two men to be the fucking laughing stock crack house, like fucking human, like they're just preaching philosophy and jokes to the populace while they gather around laughing, cheering, hanging outside, having a good social time with their neighbors in a properly educated manner. Like people figure out good rules and stuff, how to situate that. But like generally, like nowadays, like we all live in like isolated islands away, miles and miles away from the people we actually care about. Like, and so he's like, it's a problem. There's not enough communion in the community. So like church is supposed to solve this with church and communion and gathering together, but people don't generally do that. So there needs to be like better gathers, better holidays that gather people together and make them think professionally of a familiar order about how they orientate their friends and stuff. And it's like then you start up like series talk about dynasties, who owns this, who owns that, who has more power there, who has more knowledge there, who there could stab prick you later or whatever. Like there's a whole bunch of shit. Like once you start thinking about society seriously, like everyone assigns a role, they pick a thing, they guard that role, and they try to get something done with the society, or as the head of the head of the society being the leadership, moving towards whatever goals that is supposed to be moved towards for such people. We gotta do more push-ups. Hey, got caught up in exercising a bunch. I feel way better. Like 300, 200 push-ups, like solid. And I did a little bit of boxing. I never shadow box. I should have been doing this for the past few years actually. And whoopsie. Uh, but yeah, the like now I'm gonna add hopefully on the daily retinue at least once. Like sit there fucking box. Like if I can't box anybody, I can box myself. I guess. And that's its own learning game in and of itself. If you prepare for like whatever could happen, like if imagining you're wearing in a fight probably be pretty useful. But I'm listening about leadership and like I'm gonna have to join the Navy, and hopefully I don't score terrible and get like some lousy fucking utility guy or whatever. I want to be a SEAL and like I don't know. Like, I want to be a professional. I want to be clean, cut, serene, like doing something uh, real mean stuff. Like not waste my life in the soft, comforty parts of history. Like wherever the action's at, face that, put myself in it. That's what I'm excited for, to learn how to lead, to learn how to live through war, and then later on I'll have some know-how so I can make a super society that's like, hey, you guys weren't acting super good, so you can't come in like, oh, the place is really awesome. They have the cool stuff. Oh my god, that's so terrible. They all know that. Like, you can't have any of it. And we're gonna try to make sure that none of it lands in your hands. So there's like surveillance and like someone drops one of the things is like from the technology there's an appliance licensee that like they can just swoop down, grab it with a drone, and then like return it to the owner. But yeah, um, like mass communication, a lot of it should probably come through better cities, nicer places, more livable cities, places that you want to hang out with and like do things and not just like drive over and ignore everything or whatever. It's like you can make maybe more intricate societies, maximizing social space and then like just like kind of being creative and willy nilly whatever to some degree. The chaos of so many people owning different plots of land or whatever. And then yeah, like I think general like I don't know who becomes king of the world, but like I think there if you can get it, if you can get it. So like yeah, like there's gonna be 800s of dumbasses who are like you gave them kingship, tyranny falls apart. There's gonna be like that one guy is like he is the fucking king, and like he lives and he dies and like everything just goes smoothly with before and after that. Like and then whoever else takes over and how well that goes. But yeah, like whatever it is like I want to be at the peak of human ingenuity, what's meaning, what's awesome, what's new, and be creating things, be the ones creating things, scientifically investigating, creating and manufacturing our own goods and like selling that and there's been thousands of videos of how it helped people and why we were doing good or something like that to get us promotion. Like she really is like, oh, they have some stature, but we don't have to worry too much because they don't seem like they're corrupt. But you always want to look out for corruption in any system and always be on the lookout for any little piece. It's like one little piece at the bottom can wreck the whole system at the top, and one problem at the top can wreck the whole system at the bottom. So you got to get your P's and Q's in line. You got to know how to communicate with people in a fair way that they don't immediately tear you apart, but they also respect you to some degree. Hopefully, if they love you, then they'll just fight for you out of your presence. But like, um, yeah, it's like life is rough. You gotta acquire power, but you gotta do it studiously. Well, excellent. You have to have a reason. You have to have a rhyme. There's always a purpose to whatever silly Machiavellian make-up thing you could have done. To the genuine, well, this is you and this is where you're going, and like, oh, this brilliant thing that's usually manipulation is real. But yeah, peace out.